Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Hoard.
What? The Hoard.
Whoops.
The Hoarded.
Hoarded.
Gotta remember the D, or else it's something we don't intend at all. No, just one. There's only one D.
Only one D.
Just the one D.
Sorry.
The D. Stop. Okay, stop. Kid-friendly show. Okay. Anyways, the Hoard. What episode number is it? Do you know?
It is episode number 15.
No, my goodness, it isn't. It's 16. You're older than you thought you were.
Wow.
Yeah. Can you believe we started this 16 weeks ago?
Did we?
Oh, no, it'll be more than that because we actually skipped a couple weeks.
Yeah, you did.
So like 18 weeks, I think.
Despite all my objections, you missed some.
Yep. So I think that was like so 18 weeks.
Wow. Happy 18th.
That's a long time. I can still remember getting excited and very, very nervous about our first show, which was a completely different show than what this is. Anyways.
Welcome to it.
Keep going. Keep going. You're taking over today, right?
Yeah, obviously. So, Daryl, why don't you tell us why you're wearing a dress?
Well, Nathan, I'm not.
All right.
Guess we handled that well, didn't we?
We did. So, like I was saying before, I'm teen heartthrob and internet sensation, the Kimono Dragon, and this is the bearded guy.
Yep.
And today we're going to talk about...
teen heart attack.
Teen heart attack, indeed. Mm-hmm. Like a poutine.
Poutine's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you, too.
People who think otherwise are lame.
And you really are. And you know who we're talking about.
Yep.
The person who's watching this.
Totally.
So we're here to talk about wave shooter games.
And why are we doing that?
Because it was my idea.
Was it?
It was.
So we've decided, looking at the games that came out this week, I was like, not really a whole lot to pick from there, so why don't we dive into that whole themed episode thing and go with the one that probably we want to get it out of the way first, and that's the wave shooters, and that's because, why is that?
Oh, well, I'll tell you why it is. Because they are the best games around, and there's about 1 million of them, and we figure we're going to do a few waves of wave shows.
That's true.
What?
That's true. Yeah. Whoa! You're really bringing it tonight.
It's your turn.
You're on fire.
Wave.
Oh, sorry. The wave. Do it again. Sorry. Let's do it again. Woo! Because you see, there's a lag on the TV where I'm watching, so it's anyway. Moving along. So wave shooters are you screwed up one thing there, and that is that they're not the best.
What?
Some of them are pretty good, and those are the ones that we're going to look at today.
Yeah, we're looking at some great ones.
Yeah. Anyways.
Maybe the greatest.
Maybe the greatest. A lot of people think the first one that we're going to look at is the greatest. And you probably already know what I'm talking about, the wave shooter that everyone knows, and that is Space Pirate Trainer.
That's right.
It's been out for quite a while. I think it started on Vive, actually, and then was brought over to Rift.
I remember playing it like very early on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty fun game. It's quick. You don't really need any tutorials. There is a tutorial at the beginning, but you feel like I feel like it's totally unnecessary. Everything's very natural.
I wouldn't know to reach over my shoulder to change guns.
Well, it's because you're dumb.
Yes.
But everyone else would know.
Yeah, wouldn't know about the bullet selection on the thumbstick. You know.
Again,
the tutorials.
Things that other people would know.
Yeah, things that everyone would know that you just know right away because that's just how video games work, right? Reach over your shoulder to get a new gun. That's how it's always been. Since way back
Robo Recall.
Robo Recall.
Saying.
Okay, so Space Pirate Trainer is like super popular, and or at least it was. I don't know if it still is. I'd have to say the thing I liked the most about it was the music.
Yeah, the music was pretty awesome.
Yeah. The game itself was kind of like...
I was a little confused, as like, if you were to have a space pirate ship, are you really going to have like a whole training system, or are you just going to throw those guys into the action?
I don't know, man.
I don't think I'd train my pirates. I don't know. It just seemed very piratey.
But what if it's not a pirate trading a pirate? What if it's just like you and you're like, I aspire to be a space pirate, so I'm gonna go.
Don't you think it's a little hyper organized to be a pirate? I think at that point you should probably just be a sailor.
Well, maybe he wants to be a sailor that.
Maybe space sailor just didn't give that right connotation.
Also, this isn't like pirates. Space pirates are weird if this is training to be a space pirate, because it seems like all they do is stand around and shoot robots all day.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true. I don't really get the piracy part.
You'd think there would be like other ships to jump on and steal and rum.
Yeah. It should have been Space Cowboy.
I don't know. I don't think cowboys stood around shooting people either.
Well, call it Maurice.
Sorry, shooting robots, I meant, not people.
All right. Well, you can just call it Maurice then.
Maurice. Space Pirate Trainer is $10.49.
All right.
Yeah.
That's more than I'd pay.
Yeah.
Mostly because it's a wave game.
Yeah.
The music was decent. The gameplay was fine. But it does get a little
for a wave trainer, and it's the same thing. Like, I don't even think you can upgrade anything in that. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. I haven't spent enough time with it, but I didn't see anywhere to upgrade anything, right?
Didn't go through enough waves to find out.
Like, you got all the guns right on your hand right away, and not a lot changes besides the power and the animation, right? So.
Yeah, but decent. But I don't think I would pay $10.49 for it.
No. So next game that we're going to look at is, I think it's better.
Yeah.
It's in early access still, so
there's a couple of weird glitchy things.
There is a few weird glitchy things. Anyway, we're looking at Disassembled, and this one I think released last week. And it looks like we're having a little bit of trouble with our video there of the game.
That's not what it looks like when you're playing.
That is not at all what it looks like. It is smooth as butter when I play it. And I really like the environment in this. I like the whole premise of the game show thing. Another game that...
I actually kind of thought in this, like in the initial stage, that a T-Rex was going to come out. I was a little scared, not going to lie.
Did you see the big worm?
I did see the big worm. That was frightening.
That kind of freaked me out too.
Yeah.
No, but I like it because even though
that's when I dropped my gun.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Crap.
And that is the glitch thing that happens is there's a lot of gun dropping.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot of gun dropping, but when you do, you can't pick it up again.
Yep. Yeah, it's gone.
So, yeah, but it's really good. I like the premise of being on the game show. I like that the enemies have like armor that gets blown off piece by piece, and then you blow them up and collecting money. And as I've said before, I really like when you can upgrade your character, upgrade your weapons, and you can do all that here, right? So
yeah, I like the upgrades.
So it's shaping up to be a really cool game. And one of the things that I really like too is, at least in this first arena, it's the only one that I've seen so far. But you look up to the top, and there's like big screens up there and showing off various YouTubers like Nathy I saw on there, and the names are slipping my mind now, but yeah, other YouTubers are up there. So that I thought was pretty cool because that's like a little bit like real reality in your virtual reality, you know?
Yep.
So at least for people who know who they are. If you don't know who they are, you might think that they're all just made up and be like, what is all that stuff up there?
But either way, it's good times.
It is good times.
Fun little edition.
So
absolutely. Personally, I like the sound. A lot of games I find don't have that sound, right? So when you're shooting things in this game, you hear the bullets connecting.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what makes it so
you can hear the
satisfying
robots
too,
moving past you, right? Like there's a lot of audio work that went into this game that a lot of games don't necessarily have, which I also really enjoyed. Made it more immersive.
Yeah, it definitely helps out a lot. I will say though that at least at the start, because I haven't made it far enough to buy a new gun yet, but it makes your arms sore.
Yeah, because you end up pulling the trigger really fast, and you kind of. This might be a game that isn't meant for someone with carpal tunnel syndrome.
Yeah, probably not.
Or someone who wants to avoid it.
Because it's basically just doing this.
Yeah.
Doing this for over and over and over and over, and I feel like I'm gonna have Popeye arms soon. Yeah. You know, from playing it, but aside from that, and there it is, right there, losing the gun, right?
Go?
And it like drops into the platform, and then you can't get it, you can't pick it up, so you just have to die. But I mean, I'm not sure how much that really matters, because then you just start again and get more money or whatever. I don't know if you get more money as you know, like more waves you go through.
Well, the more things you kill, the more money you get.
That's true, yeah. But I mean, like honestly, if they all pay equal, then I'd just rather shoot at the ones that don't shoot back.
Yeah, unless they don't pay equal.
Unless they don't pay equal, right? So just something I didn't think to look at, but
yeah.
So that's Disassembled. It's in early access. It's $11.99. I think, given that it's in early access, and it's kind of a neat idea, and there's a lot of upgradability, which to me, that'll keep me coming back to it, because I want to see what the next gun's like. I want to see, you know, like what grenades are like and all this other stuff. And the other thing too is the bots you can buy. It makes it kind of like
like the
more of a
minions and-
strategic element, and like there's actually like, okay, my character's getting better, so I'm going to be able to make it farther this time and stuff, right? Whereas a lot of wave shooters, it's just like nothing's changed. It's just, can I get farther this time than I did last time, right? So, so for that, I think $11.99 is decent, and they're going to keep updating it.
I don't think I wouldn't normally pay much for a wave shooter, but I think for this game, I would consider it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would, and especially if I could see some further levels and saw that the levels changed and the enemies kept progressing.
Yeah,
I could definitely see myself getting into that.
It does talk about going to multiple environments and stuff on the store page. So.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's worth it.
And the last one we're going to look at today is the one I've actually played the least out of all of them, but it actually just came out yesterday, I think. It showed up yesterday on the store. And it is Galaxis Wars. And it is a completely different style of wave shooter than, well, sort of. I mean, it's, instead of holding a gun, you're just holding your ship, right?
Yeah, honestly, it reminded me of when I was a kid.
Yeah. And
I'd play with like a toy jet or toy whatever, and I'm, like you're fighting different things, and you're like,
yeah.
Beep, 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 beep,
Except
beep,
back
beep.
then you'd get like upset because it's like, oh, I can't move them all at the same time. But now the computer's moving them, and you only have to focus on the guy that you really care about, right?
That's true.
So that's
true,
pretty
but
cool.
Yeah. No, it was fun that way. It really kind of brought back that sort of childhood.
Yeah.
Reminiscing, playing with the toy.
And at first when I started playing it, I'm like, I don't know if this really fits into a wave shooter, but I'm like, no, it totally does, right? I don't know if it actually is waves, but it is like one long wave that gets progressively worse.
It's waves.
Is it?
Yeah, they even announced the waves too.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah. You probably just didn't do as well as I did.
Probably not, no. But I remember because how slow everything was moving, I'm like, oh, this is like really weird, because like it's really just like the gun is, the ship is my gun in a normal game, but normally the enemies would move a lot faster, but pretty soon the screen is just full of lasers.
Oh
and stuff,
it gets pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it would almost have been, it would have almost been nice to have sped it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
And reduced the enemies.
Yeah.
Because after a while, like especially at the beginning part, you start to feel too good.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh, this is too easy.
Yeah.
And you're just like, boo, and you're just dominating.
Once you get to like what it looks like right now, where the screen's just full of stuff, and it's coming from behind you too, and you got to watch out for all that. Then it's like
the guys
if it was any
that shoot
faster,
the lasers sort of like up, like, or I guess they have 3 banks of lasers, and they kind of and then you have to change the way that you do it, right? Because moving up and down doesn't help anymore. Now you have to go to the side.
One thing that I found I had troubles dealing with is because in these games normally it's you that has to not get hit, right? Like you're less concerned about your gun getting shot and you're more worried about you, right? So I'm trying to dodge the lasers too. I'm like, oh wait, I don't have to do that. Only my gun has to dodge the lasers.
It took me a while, and I actually started avoiding the what I'm guessing is experience points at the beginning too.
Yeah, the things that chase you around.
I thought they're like some sort of like plasma torpedo. I'm like, oh no,
trying to shoot them.
What? Oh, you can't even avoid these. And then I'm like, oh wait.
Oh no, those are good.
These just appear when I kill someone.
And when I started, and I don't know if it worked for you or not, but when I started, there was a tutorial thing, like a robot sneak thing that was talking to me and telling me how to play the game. But then the game just started before he was done telling me, and I couldn't hear anything because the sound of my ship shooting was drowning out everything he was saying.
Okay.
So I had no idea what he was saying, right? Like, so I was just kind of, I think I get it because it's, you just shoot stuff, but I heard something about like, you're shooting them with their own ships somehow. So I think that's like giving you ammo or something. I don't know, but
one thing I would caution people on is if you have a small playing area. This is definitely one of those games that's going to knock over your computer.
Yeah, if you don't have the room for it, then
because it's very tempting to go to play area because like you have a range on your bullets, so. If you reach, of course, out of your playing area, you can start shooting those things, like earlier.
Yeah, before they get closer to you,
which might be your computer or your glass of fizzy pop and whatever else you might be drinking.
So like if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna try to reach for them, make sure you have enough space, or just really drive it into your head not to reach for them. However, now keep in mind that what we're doing here is not reviewing games. What we're doing here is just first impressions, kind of, right? So this isn't an overall judgment of the game, but based on what I've played, I wouldn't pay $13.99 for this game.
I wouldn't either. It was fun. It really got that nostalgia thing going, like I said before. It was a really neat concept. $13.99 though, I don't know if it was that neat.
Yeah, like I feel like I've seen it all now, and it's actually very similar. If you've played on Steam or the Vive, right? Like, or use your Rift on Steam. What is it? The Lab. One of the the Lab,
yeah,
right?
yeah. The Lab.
It's got that arcade cabinet
Yep.
in it, which is basically the same game, and it's free, right?
Yeah.
So
it's hard to compete with that.
So I guess I'd have to wait and see. Does this, like, are there new levels and stuff like that? Like, and see. I can't remember if you could buy stuff in this.
Yeah, there's other drones.
There was other ships.
Yeah,
and
there's
stuff,
other
right?
ships, so maybe that might
So
add
that
the excitement.
might add a bit more into it. I would say, but it would have to change an awful lot. Like, it'd have to be more than just ships and different types of guns.
Honestly, I'd almost like them to see that the environment change, and like put you in like a living room.
Yeah.
Or some other, like, obviously, like normal kid type space. So you are playing with this jet that looks totally realistic, this VTOL like spaceship, and have these like totally realistic enemies coming, but you're in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Right, but it's like a kid's room, or it's like, yeah, I think that would add a whole new layer of, and really bring that nostalgia home.
Like, and as you're saying that, I'm thinking up like ideas that would actually just turn it into a completely different game, but would be totally cool. Like the actual mountains and stuff come out of or planets or whatever, to start floating around.
We should just get these guys to hire us.
Yeah, we'll be the idea
making
guys. I know developers are always looking for
they're always looking
guys.
for more idea guys.
Yeah. Anyway, so, well, that's it. That's wave one of our wave shooters coverage, and that's going to about do it for this week. So we've got Space Pirate Trainer, meh, kind of priced okay, but still it's getting a little bit on the
unless you're really into wave
side.
shooters, then it's probably worth it.
Yeah. And then we got Disassembled, which you're giving a cautious thumbs up.
Yep.
I'm giving a like that, and mine's more of a And then Galaxis Wars, I'm giving it a wait and see sort of thing, right? Like based on what I played, which is probably about 20 minutes to half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, something like that. Not at the price it's at.
Yeah,
no.
I'd like to see it go back in the oven and see what comes out.
Yeah. So, anyways, thank you for tuning in, and we will be back again next week with another episode of The Hoard with Teen Heartthrob, Kimono Dragon.
That's right.
Thank you for watching. No, I'm high-fiving.
Oh.
Trying to high five. See you next week.